Good evening, all. So, they're forecasting Europe's going to collapse, economically and socially speaking, due to these shortages, energies, due to these bureaucrats at Brussels which auto inflict sanctions upon European citizens, thus creating inflation, price hikes of every single thing you can even imagine, which we buy every day. It's very interesting to know the so-called establishment authorities. I think they're pretty aware of the consequences. Social unrest, people rioting in streets, as the hardship goes more forward, more deeper in each country. And the most interesting thing is Klaus Schwab. Probably many people you don't know may know who this character is. It's a bit like an evil character from a James Bond, the way he talks. But he's one of those creeps, elites from the World Global Forum of New Order, the Great Reset and stuff like that. He said a very interesting thing. There's going to be a lot of angry people around. We must find ways to deal with this, to calm it down. What does he mean? Well, I think it's referring to martial law. No more civilian government. You have the military control and everything. Curfews and stuff like that, if the thing gets out of hand. Because these people in Brussels, bureaucrats who are not legally, hasn't been voted, officials not having been voted by us to represent us in a certain way. Europe, as we know, is kaput, corrupt, and all that stuff. But the thing is, someone will benefit out of this chaos and confusion. For starters, obviously you're going to find someone to blame. They already got him. His name is Putin. It's only our politicians which are corrupt, incompetent, and those in Brussels are doing just the same thing. And who's the ringleader of this is Ursula von Leyen. I think the judges Brussels, or the courts of which they call accounts. Basically, they control all institutes of the European Union, their expenditure, what they spend the money on, basically. And she has to answer to questions about the contracts with Pfizer, which are absolutely top secret. Seeing the European Union as a public institution, it's not a private company, it has to be made public, it has to be transparent, crystal clear. But she's been doing these dirty dealings with Pfizer, texting messages, doing contracts, and these contracts are absolutely top secret. Seeing her husband works for one of these pharmaceutical companies who made these things. The fact is, as the situation gets worse, more hardship, suffering, more poverty, obviously crime will go up. Probably end up like in Illinois, the purge from January next year. They call it the security law or whatever bill. Practically, they probably won't respond anymore calls to crimes, and it won't be bail for a whole series of crimes. Trespassers won't be prosecuted or get a ticket only. Even that's a part of the decaying part of the society. You know, when pieces start to break down, just as well as economical and social hardship, which is going to be upon us pretty soon, and how long this ordeal will last, no one knows. It will destroy Europe and its economy, and the first victim on the plate is going to be Germany, because someone's got these diabolical plans to destroy Europe as a continent, to become another, Europeans, when they went to Africa, colonise pieces of Africa, basically the same thing, but a lot more sinister final for us. We could be seeing a type of all-world society, socialist society, seeing how the European Union's behaving. They've got money to send weapons through NATO to fight their dirty wars, but they haven't got money for social projects for citizens. And they do these sanctions all in the name of democracy. It's a bit of a strange thing to say apart from it. Call them hypocrites, yes, hypocrites. And they're preparing something. They're preparing us to enter into a war economy. Because not many people know the future war with Russia. Who knows when it's going to happen? The battleground is going to be Europe. And we're going to be the ones which are going to be eliminated if they fight conventionally or nuclear weapons.